Good afternoon and welcome to another edition of Sky Harbor Live. We're doing a little bit of a test, so brace with us as we do a quick hour test. We are facing runway 26, 25 and 25 left, my bad. Since we had some technical issues yesterday, I am trying to see how we can do these in the future without them actually freaking dying or killing my computer. So let's figure this out. Hey Kate, how's the audio? Is everything working? Is there any humming? Because I really can't hear. Perfect, audio is good. So we're in a little different spot today. Also, our movements might be a little limited since the car is keeping the whatchamacallit, the computer cool. So the first plane we're going to be looking at is a 737 MAX 8. This plane is actually headed to Denver. I can already feel my camera is getting a little bit hot. If anything, we might actually be focusing more on the landings right now because with my limited movements, it might be kind of an issue. So until I get a longer cable. So here comes an Alaska Horizon Air Embraer coming in. Brace with me as I do a little bit more testing with this computer, like the movements that I can do, because right now seems like a bunch of it is limited for me. Also, hopefully you guys are all having a good week so far. Also, I hope we get some traffic coming on runway 25 right. Thank you, Josephine. You are the best. We may get a couple of freighters moving out. It looks like we have a Southwest coming in from Oakland in a minute. Let me put on a hat so I can hide my sweat. On my computer it shows that the picture is frozen, so I gotta check the stream and make sure everything works well. Alrighty, as we wait for thank you guys for putting up with my my amateurism right now, because what we're doing right now is we're actually running, it looks like a freaking sleeve of cups that's sitting to the computer, and it's keeping our GDU much cooler, and it is allowing for us to work in this Arizona heat. Because last night it bothered me how many issues I had, and now we're actually doing a good job. Also, I don't know if you guys heard the news, but Mesa Airlines changed their salaries, and as a result, a bunch of SkyWest pilots decided, no, bro, we don't want to sign our contract. So as a result, this is actually a very special livery. This is US Airways. Wow. Those of you that don't know, US Airways actually merged with American Airlines in like 2016. It used to be a pretty big company here in the Valley. And right here we have a little Frontier Neo showing up. So honestly, thank you guys. Thank you very much for putting up with like some of the issues we've had over the last few things. Hey, it's literally, we've been doing this for a week, so we're gonna get better. Also, I'd like to thank Kate. Kate has been a godsend. She monitors chats, make sure people are actually doing stuff. Hi Tim, yes I am. Also, this is actually fun. I know we've never shot from this area before, but currently we have the Frontier, and right behind it we're going to actually... Am I echoing? Uh-oh. Let me figure it out. Sorry guys. Alrighty, Kate, is it better now? Am I echoing like a French girl? Much better? Alrighty, Kate, is it better now? So, alright, so I'd like to explain to you guys what's been happening the last few nights with the stream. So we've had a heat wave in Arizona where at midnight it's still in the hundreds. So as a result, it's kind of causing an issue with the computer. So right now what we're doing is we're actually running the computer right through the car. And we'll get some landings, maybe some takeoffs, and if a FedEx shows up, maybe some FedExes. Also, I hope you guys are having a wonderful week. It's almost Friday, it's almost Labor Day weekend. Hopefully you guys get to spend it with your loved ones, your family members. Maybe some takeoffs. And if a FedEx shows up, maybe some FedExes. Yeah, after I'm done here, I'm gonna go say hello to him. So this is all we're going to be doing. We're just going to be looking at planes, and we're just going to kind of carry a conversation. I'm going to try my best to monitor the chat, but kind of been a stressful week at work, not going to lie to you guys. I do a lot of editing, so after a while the editing kind of like catches up to you, and I actually thought I lost my hotspot and I freaked out, but I found it. I left it actually in between my seats. Also, if you guys would like to experience what we're experiencing now, go open up an oven that has cookies and look into it. We've kind of been fortunate the last few weeks because we've had a very strong monsoon season. For those of you that are not familiar with it, monsoon season is actually like our rainy time in Arizona. So with the big monsoon season, it's actually kept it quite cool. But as a result, now we're paying for it. We're having a pretty big, heat streak. Or how do you say it? Heat wave. Also, for you guys that are foreign, how do you think in your head? Do you think in your native language or in English? I don't know, tomorrow I'm debating if I want to come at night or come in the morning. What do you guys think? That was a nice landing, but there's the US Airways. They used to employ a lot of people in the valley. And since their merger, I know they've closed their headquarters. Also, there's the Tide Pod lining up for a takeoff. I believe it has the 40 years of flight livery on it, or brace with me, I may not be as good. Also, for any of you that are joining it, click the like button. Helps us out quite a bit, to be honest. And we lose them behind the building. So this is going to be a landing stream now. So as we wait, as I do some more tests, I'll lock you in on this Neo right here. I'm going to try and launch the chat from the car so I can actually monitor it. Daniel, that is the best analogy I've ever had. Also, Kate, it's your plane. Yeah, like he said, it's like breathing through a hairdryer. I maybe picked a terrible spot. I wonder if that is Juan with his Meriflight plane. Do you guys have any plans for Labor Day weekend? Anyone doing anything special? Getting any barbecues? Mr. Delta, you are drunk. Alright, where's the CS series going? I love the windows of this plane because you can see the crew perfectly. There's the captain. The dude is just chilling in there, vibing, living his life. And then right over there we have a little Cessna coming to touchdown. I think we've seen this guy multiple times on the stream. Now we get to see him land. Hi Kathy 350, how are you? I don't even know how to pronounce that airline name. Is it Kathy or Kathy? I thought I had a longer cable. I need to get a longer cable too. Locking you down so I can see what you guys are doing. Hi LA girl, how are you? Thank you for joining us again. It's always fun seeing, oh my god, here we go guys. This is what I was waiting for. I get excited every time these planes land on this runway because it's a little hard tracking these at times, especially when my camera doesn't want to focus because of the heat. But whenever they land on 2.5 right, it's usually one of the best freaking things. Also last night, if you guys tuned in, we got a pretty cool shot of the moon. I believe it was a crescent moon. Also guys, I am craving buffalo dip. If you bring me buffalo dip here, I will give you money. Lovely touchdown. So as you can see, our emergency services are here. These are the people that in case anything ever goes wrong, they will be here to help you out. All right, Josephine, send me your address. Lasagna sounds good too. Also, if you guys are ever in Phoenix and you come plane spotting, I know some of my, I call them fans. They've shown up to see me. I usually have Gatorades. If I still have Gatorades in my car, in my culture in Serbia, it is customary when you come over to somebody's house or when you're seeing somebody that they offer you food. I don't know how many Maxes Southwest bought, but I know they're actually started taking delivery. Oh guys, look at this. This is actually a really special plane. So American Airlines is trying a new thing. They're adding their logo on the winglets. So I don't know how you guys feel about them. So there's the winglet livery. They add the logos. I'm personally a fan of it. I don't know, what do you guys think of it? Also, the sound you're hearing is our SkyTrain. We have like this little train that goes through. Here we have a little American Airlines 737 coming in. That was a nice landing. I remember when we filmed the last American plane landing and somebody made a comment that everybody should have their spine realigned. That's how rough that landing was. Speaking of those cold Gatorades, I gotta go get me one. I see we have somebody joining from Atlanta, so it's customary for me to ask, are you an Atlanta Falcons fan? Hey Luke, how are you, my friend? Santi. Also, did you guys, I know I keep bringing this up, but I still think it's hilarious. The guy that actually was flying, the Southwest pilot that threatened to turn the plane around because somebody was sending naughty photos. We're gonna try something. I'm gonna try and move the camera just for a second. It gives me more movement. And we are not frozen. Thank you, Jesus. On a personal note, I actually started studying for my written pilot's test exam. You guys were so close to winning a freaking Super Bowl, man. Like, I don't know how it must feel for you guys, knowing that you were like up that much and somehow your team got comfortable. I'm an Arizona Cardinals fan and a Sacramento Kings fan. And my God, man, talk about teams that have terrible luck. Also, remember to hit that like button. It helps me out quite a bit. And subscribe if you like what you're seeing. If you don't like what you're seeing, I'm sorry. I'll get better. Look at this little baby bus coming in. What's up, baby bus? Nice landing. And there we have a little Embraer. And right next to the Embraer, we're actually going to get a 737 that's going to pass right next to it. I believe that's an 800. So I always struggle trying to figure out which is which, to be honest. I know the Max has like the little things on the engines. You know what I'm talking about? Thanks, awesome Lego. Thank you. Hi, Phil. Hi, everybody. Thank you, guys. It's, I don't know, lately in my career, I've kind of been feeling stuck. I do a lot of media work, but I like to try something new, to be honest. And change is always scary, but I feel like when you get out of your comfort zone, sometimes things work out the way they're supposed to work out. I don't know if that makes any sense. I got the hiccups. So tomorrow, morning or night? Let's figure this out, settle it. Why not both, huh? There's our customary Ameriflight flights. It's an Embraer Brasilia. I think at one point these were regional planes, and then Ameriflight bought them. Shout out to my buddy Juan, who flies for Ameriflight. Really nice guy. Something seems to be on fire over there. So that is a train I was telling you guys about, the little sky train we have. It's basically autonomous and it takes people around. So let's lock you guys in on the bombers right here, or the Copperheads, while I check some of the chat messages and answer, because people like when I answer messages. Hey Gail, do you ever go to any of the spring training games when you come here? Yeah, you're right, Aviation Maniac. I know it was one of those smaller planes, because I remember seeing it. It felt like it was U.S. Airways. Yeah, Kate, it's customary in Arizona. There's always a random fire, and if I do upgrade my camera, Kate, you are going to inherit a camera from me. We get these little feeder planes. This guy's probably coming from Flagstaff or from Yuma. Let's see, will this baby Embraer take off early? Probably not, because of the density of the air. Problem with this spot, we have a building right there, so we lose the planes automatically. Yeah, the building automatically screws us up. I'm hoping we get some big cargos. I know they're tankers. Yes, Phil, I'm in a parking garage. I'm hiding because the heat is violent. So we're going to do a live test for an hour to see if the computer will actually hold up for a straight hour without screwing up. Also over there, you can actually see them loading up the cargo jets. You can see them loading up the 757. We have a company here in a town called Goodyear, Arizona, where they actually build these planes. Eventually we'll get 737s during the Christmas rush. Alrighty, I don't know if it looks like this thing is actually going to be coming on my favorite runway. No, it isn't. But these A321s, I've noticed a lot of them have grown in popularity. A lot of airlines are flying them. They're fuel efficient, and they carry the same load as a 757. And I know I sound like a broken record, but Boeing needs to do something and actually rebuild the 757, or rebadge it, or do something, re-engine it. Also, if you guys ever want me to, I can sing happy birthday to your loved ones that tune into the stream. I don't know why, but I have the happy birthday song in my head. And it's not even my birthday. Man, it's warm out here today. Locking you guys in on a tail while I check the chat. Hey Kate, how was school today? Did you have fun? You learn anything new? That's awesome. You're under a flight path. I live in North Phoenix, so like North Phoenix is there's a specific time of the day where the flight path actually goes above. And also, thank you for complimenting the logo. I had one of my very good friends, one of my old employees when I was a staff photographer for a university, design this logo for me, so it means a lot to me. She's a very talented young lady. And here we have an Ameriflight coming in from Lake Havasu City. So let's go check Juan's messages. Maybe that's him. No, he comes from Albuquerque. Or maybe it could be him. These guys are workhorses. So I guess they deliver a lot of packages for UPS. Like they're like the smaller carrier that connects UPS with the bigger carriers, from what I heard from him. Or maybe I wasn't listening. It's a Beach 99. Good landing, Mr. Pilot or Mrs. Pilot. And that looks like a 737 MAX. I think the difference you can actually tell is because the size of the engines. The MAX has very large engines. We're gonna lose him to a building, so actually no, wow. There's a building there, so I really can't track him. I made a terrible decision where I set up. I originally set up down there, but then I realized I wasn't able to see anything, so then I moved here. Ugh. Hey, ERB, I still think the A321 can actually, I think it's more comfy in my opinion. Nevada 1, let's double check. Did it arrive? Nevada 1 is about 37 minutes out. I know somebody asked about it, so it's 37 minutes out. I think they were delayed in Santa Ana. That looks like a United. All right, don't crucify me, but I believe this is a MAX 737 MAX 9, and then you can see another plane lining up. But it could be an 800. I've actually mixed up this plane twice this week, and you guys all jumped on me. I'm human, I make mistakes, and did I make another mistake? I did not make a mistake. You guys can yell at me now. Booyah. Yeah, that's right. Also, let's give the airport operation guys some love. That is a Ford F-150. Single cab, it looks like it. Working hard, keeping the airport safe. Yelling at me at times. And then looks like in the private hangar we have something that's moving. It's a little JSX Embraer. Also, you see that guy over there? That is Rafi. He's like a lawyer here. His billboards are everywhere. So this is a waiting game here now. Let's see what is going to show up. For some weird reason, I thought an MD was coming in, and I was wrong. Maybe it came in earlier. Am I really? Let me know when we get it to 2,000 subscribers. All right, I got to introduce myself since some of you guys are probably joining for the first time. So my name is Slavin. People always mispronounce my name, so I go by the name Slav. My family immigrated to the States about 22 years ago from the former Yugoslavia, and we've lived in Arizona ever since. I'm a big aviation nerd. I'm a full-time filmmaker. I work in marketing, and plane spotting is my getaway. When I have a bad day at work, I come to the airport, I look at planes, and that hobby has introduced me to people like you guys. Awesome individuals that are into the same things that I'm in. And Kate was one of my first few followers, so she's a future pilot and hopefully remembers me and gets me a buddy pass if I don't become a pilot. I'm sorry, but this livery is so freaking cool. And the lighting, whoo, sheesh. That lighting is perfect right now. Look, this could be a perfect freaking photo right now, can it? Take a snapshot of it, boom, there's your photo. In Phoenix, we sometimes get really good lighting. Also, I don't know what my airport was in Canada. So, alrighty, and we have a Southwest Airlines, I think it's a copper livery or what they call it. I just know it as their old livery. I personally think this livery hasn't aged well. It kind of looks very old. And then there's the little Embraer waiting. He's probably going to take off on 25 right. Have any of you flown JSX? I've thought about it, but it seems to be a little bit more expensive than your typical Southwest. Hi Phil. How's Alberta? Is the weather a lot nicer than in Phoenix? Because it feels like Phoenix is violently trying to tell us all to leave. Guys, this Gatorade is so freaking good. I will also have to pee. Nice landing. He freaking struck that good. Alrighty, I'm gonna show you guys something cool. So you guys see those orange lights that are flashing on and off? So when we get a plane to go over it, what usually happens is those lights become red, which basically prevents any of the planes from having like a runway excursion or incursion when somebody is flying in. It's to avoid any collisions and stuff. Alrighty guys, just a reminder, be polite on the chat. Hi Kit. And watch this. And here comes the Southwest Airlines freaking taxiing at probably 200 miles an hour. Watch. He's fast. Then we have another one of the feeder planes coming in. Alrighty guys, let's do some talking. So, what got you guys interested in aviation? When I was little, I used to watch MiG-21s fly, and to me that was always the coolest airplane. So eventually I decided I want to become a pilot, but then money kind of became an issue, and 5 years ago I ended up coming to the airport after a rough day at work and fell in love with plane spotting. Let's see if there are any other plane spotters in one of the other spots. So that's usually another spot that I like to hang out in. You can see people there. Eventually when it cools off, I will go over to that location. Once this takes off, I'll lock you guys down, and then I'll answer some of your chats. And he's off. Sorry for the fast movements. Alrighty, I think our chat is being built up. Also, I think I may have, oh wow, look, that's a CRJ 100. You don't see those planes flying as much anymore. I believe this is a Mexican freighter company. Try and hold my breath and track this so I don't get shaky. I flew in a CRJ 200 a long time ago, and the bathroom was like one of those chemical like bathrooms, and I got the privilege of sitting next to it. It was a very disgusting flight. I could smell whoever went in there must have had a gnarly meal before.